11:44 hours today of a man in distress at Blowing Rocks Preserve, which is the southeast side of our county on the ocean. The caller stated that the man was in distress, possibly drowning. Several first responders went to the area, including Martin County Fire Rescue, Martin County Sheriff's Office, and Jupiter Island. Upon arrival, the first responders were able to retrieve that subject from the water and provide medical treatment to him, and later transported him to the local hospital. Once at local hospital, he was pronounced deceased, unfortunately, and he was here on vacation, from what we can gather, with his family. So I don't know if we want to go through any of that again, but
no. Was his family at the beach?
Yes.
You know how long he had been out there before you guys got the call?
We don't know yet. We're still going through notifications, obviously talking with the family, making sure that other family members are notified. So it's still under investigation of the circumstances, but appears to be now just an accidental drowning due to the conditions of the ocean.
Major, kind of go over, we've seen this before where people come on vacation, these waters are unforgiving in Florida or actually anywhere. Can you talk about when you have guests from other states, or this case Canada, another country, should you advise them of these type of rip currents, or even if it's not a rip current but rough seas, and how dangerous it is?
Yes, absolutely. Obviously, Martin County is a beautiful place to visit, but today we had a small craft advisory out there. It was very rough conditions. The rip currents can be very dangerous. We've had that in the past, where people come down here for vacation. They're unfamiliar with the waters. They're not at a guarded beach, and unfortunately, an accident like this can happen under those circumstances. We try to advise people to stay at a guarded beach, be with somebody that knows the area locally, knows the waters locally. The ocean can be a very dangerous place, and we need to be very respectful of that.
Now, just to confirm something that Kristen was saying, so this family was traveling from Canada, is that right?
It appears so, yes. It was a Canadian citizen here, I believe on vacation, and was with his family, yes.
We have a correction on his age. I think it's 51.
I think so, yes.
51. So I said 40 initially, so
Yeah.
his age is 51. But he was pronounced, was there a report to of an injury possibly to a first responder?
No,
or
no, we're good.
So when we went out there, was there any reports of how rough the water was at that point?
We do have reports of the small craft advisory. Like I said, obviously it can be very windy. The waves are large. In that particular area, there's rocks right on the beach. That can be a hazard as well, especially with those type of surf conditions. So it's important that people are aware of that. If you're here on vacation, you have to be careful out there.
Now I understand that the beachgoers did see him and then they lost sight of him. Who eventually was able to recover him to bring him to shore?
Currently, is my understanding that the first responders that arrived there, which was Martin County Fire Rescue along with Jupiter Island, were able to get him, retrieve him from the ocean, and provide that first medical response.
Now, is this type of call something that you guys respond to a lot, especially when you get that influx of travelers during the winter season?
Yes, this is a call that we've had, and we continuously have. We unfortunately, this case, it didn't work out where we're able to actually save this individual. Our Marine unit is out there every day, and they save people's lives multiple times a month. They pull people from the water all the time. It can be dangerous if you don't follow the safety guidelines, precautions.
So what would you tell visitors coming down here? What advice would you give them?
Martin County is a beautiful place to visit. We're thankful to have them down here while they're here, but be careful. If you get an advisory, there's a small craft advisory out right now, rip current advisories, be around a guarded beach is always a good tip, whether there's a lifeguard present. And be careful. If you don't know the area, you don't know the waters, just be cautious about where you're going, and make sure that you're with somebody that knows the area.
Major, you spent some time in the water. I do believe you surf.
I do indeed.
What are these riptides like? Do they come upon you? What is it like?
They can be very dangerous. If you being out there and experience with surfing and things like that is if you get out there in the waves, they can pin you down. They can hold you underwater. You have to have the experience and the knowledge of the area and the waves to be able to operate out there safely. It is like I said, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful day out. But if you don't know what you're doing, you can get yourself in trouble very quickly. And as soon as you start to panic in the water, that's when a real accident can happen.
Now, a lot of the signs out there talk about only experienced swimmers should go out there. Maybe that's some of the advice that people hear. Talk to me about having a surfing background. What is an experienced swimmer? Because everyone's an experienced swimmer until you get in the water, and then things change. Talk about that a little bit.
Right. And obviously, there's different types of swimming. I think that's first and foremost. There's many people that swim in lakes and rivers, and obviously rivers can be dangerous in their own right. Pools, you can be a very good swimmer. You can be an athlete somewhere else. The ocean is different. The ocean, when the waves are out and the currents are out, when the surf is up, it is a different place. You cannot go out there and think that will translate from a pool type scenario into ocean and currents and the overall surf conditions, because it can be dangerous. It's, like I said, it's a beautiful place, but it can be very dangerous.
Now, the Sheriff's Office has their own marine unit, but a lot of these beaches guarded by Martin County Fire Rescue and Ocean Rescue as well. Talk to me about the collaboration that you guys have to do when you get calls like this, and maybe you guys aren't on the scene immediately, but lifeguards are there.
Right. And I'll start with this. Martin County Fire Rescue, especially their ocean rescue, phenomenal. They are absolutely excellent. They're true professionals in what they're doing. They are really the best. I said our marine unit often saves people, every month from the water. Their ocean rescue is doing the same thing on the beaches of our county. So I cannot thank them enough for what they're doing out there. They do a great job. If you're in those areas, that's always the safest place to be. If you're unfamiliar with the water, they'll have the signs up. They'll have the warnings up. You can talk to the lifeguard there. Ask them, hey, what are the conditions out today? I'm unfamiliar with the area. Is it okay for me and my family to go out there? You can have that conversation, and they'll be happy to have that with you.
Now, I guess some people might be confused as to why the Sheriff's Office responds to these things, because they might think, well, it's Fire Rescue and Ocean Rescue who, guards those beaches. So can you explain for people at home why the Sheriff's Office gets involved in these situations?
Right. So our marine unit is available, and our marine unit obviously does the actual ocean side. So if there's an incident in the water out there, we have the boats. We also have an aviation unit that was responding to this call as well, that will help with the search and rescue aspects of that. And that's how we partner with Fire Rescue. Fire Rescue is doing it from the beach side. We're doing it from the ocean side. And between the two of us, we have a very high save rate.
And there was just to note that somebody saw him in distress out there. I don't know if you touched on that before I got here.
I may have mentioned it, but I don't.
I think you did.
Yeah.
Beachgoers noticed.
Beachgoers in
And
distress.
It's also important to note, if you guys are writing anything down, that even experienced swimmers, even surfers, they get hit with a board or fall, get disoriented, hit their head on a rock or on their board themselves. I mean, there's no like, I'm too experienced to go out there. Anything could happen to anyone at any time.
You guys good?
I'm good.
All right. Kevin's got video for you.
All right.
Nice job.
Thank you.
Yay. I'm sorry I have to throw in there that you're a surfer.
Maybe
But,
surfing.
God.
but you know what that adds to it, because your
Surfing
experience in
major.
water.
Almost.
We're done.
See?
Almost got, yeah.
New headline coming soon.
Yeah, that's it.